my friends. It is time for verse of the day, and I hope you're in the mood for a little detective work. I have 2 Bibles out. I have all sorts of stuff going on, and this one's going to be fun. So it's John chapter 19, verses 32 and 33. So I'm going to read them. We're going to talk about them a little bit, and then I have a question for you at the end. So verse 32 says, "Then the soldiers came and broke the legs of the first thief on the cross, and of the other thief on the cross, who was crucified with him." Verse 33, "But when they came to Jesus and saw that he had already died, they did not break his legs." So, my friends, I know that this sounds like, well, what's up with that? Well, it's really interesting because there's a whole lot of talk about the thief that came to faith while on the cross. Remember, he came to faith. He said, "Jesus, remember me when you get to your kingdom." And Jesus said, "Today you will be with me in paradise," which is a mystery of its own that we will shelf for another time. But here's the thing. So the thief had to have his legs broken, and Jesus did not. They got to Jesus and he had already died. So who died first? Jesus. And that means that the new covenant had already begun at the point that the thief who had come to Christ, who had come to faith, had died. That thief was under the new covenant. Now, what is the new covenant? The new covenant is the promise that God will forgive sin and restore fellowship with those whose hearts are turned toward him. That's the new covenant. And it was ushered in at the moment of Jesus's death. Where do we hear that? We hear that in Luke chapter 22, verse 20. And I'm going to read that. "After supper, he, Jesus, took another cup of wine and said," these are Jesus's words, "This cup is the new covenant between God and his people, an agreement confirmed with my blood, which is poured out as a sacrifice for you." So, my friends, that thief who had not had time to get baptized, who came to faith on the cross, was with Jesus that same day. Again, mystery, we don't understand, shelved for another time. But my friends, isn't that amazing? So my friends, we are saved by grace through faith. Grace means we're getting something we don't deserve, and we don't deserve Jesus's grace. My friends, have you accepted Jesus's grace today? I love you, and God's got this.